Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper. We finished running through the drowned treasury and let's see what Broin has to say.
Broin is resting in the peaceful path, recovering from his injuries.
You should go near now and see Broin. I know that he will want to speak with you about the grand adventure. He's resting in the peaceful path, a camp that my father has made for those recovering from wounds received while reclaiming the mines from the orcs and other unwelcome creatures that dwell in this place. The entrance to the peaceful path is along Durin's Way, northeast of the gardens here. You will find Broin recovering from his ordeal and 10,000. Well, alright, very well. Let's hear Broin's tale in the peaceful path. And that means going... Actually, this would be the fastest way there. Now, the peaceful path is along this way, where we will have to go and pass some other places that we've been before. In fact, we were actually once very close to the peaceful path. It's possible I might have mentioned that at some point in the game. At some point when we were heading off near where we face all those Miraval and things like that. That's not the direction we'll be going. It's a slightly different direction. Here's Jagargung. Back down this way. Don't worry. Return trip I'll just port over so you don't have to see me do it in both directions. But it's tougher to find this way since this is the direction where A, you will have to go to it and you won't have a port or anything like that. And the first time's always the toughest. Now, we'll be taking a right as soon as we... because it's a rather sudden right. Here we are at this mustering hall. Turn here. You can see, if you remember this place, this is where we found Agrafin here. And usually we run into a Miraval or two here. This is our destination. Well, this isn't our destination, but we're right next to it. This is our destination. Alright, here we go. Hello, Broin. How are you feeling?
I have had enough of adventure, my friend.
Oh,
I'll never come here.
Pinestone, I thank you for rescuing me. This is not the adventure I had in mind when we arrived in Holin. When the creature of the pool took me from before the doors of Durin, I thought I was doomed. But the creature must have had in mind to save some of the prey for later, and so I was left within the watery treasury in the depths of Moria, as was Owain so many years ago. He found Ziegelberg Pinestone. Who knows how long he wielded it to fend off the monstrous creature in the depths. And yet, in the end, even with the mithril axe itself, he could not escape. That would have been my fate as well, if you had not found your way into the watery depths and driven away the beast. I desire adventures no more, no songs or tales for me. I have had enough.
Tell Bori not to wield Zigilberg. I fear the axe may be cursed.
You have rescued me from the drowned treasury, but still I am afraid. I fear that the recovery of Ziegelberg will prove ill for the dwarves. There is something about the axe that fills me with dread, and I worry it will awaken unwholesome greed in my people. Already Bori has risked much in his desire for this weapon. Please return to the Chamber of Leadership and tell Bori of my concerns. his words, as well as we left the flooded chambers where we have been trapped by the water, filled me with worry. Alright, so Broin thinks that Ziegelberg is cursed. And now we're beginning officially Book 5. So let's go back to the 21st Hall and I'll meet you there. Here we are back in the Chamber of Leadership, and let's see what Bori has to say about the cursed axe.
Broin worries for nothing. Ziegelberg is a fine weapon and will serve us well.
What tidings do you bring from my friend? Broin is worried? He has been through much hardship, but he must realize the glory that awaits us. We are so near to casting the orcs out of Moria that I can taste it. We cannot stop now that we have the means to victory. Do you know the story of Azog? I will not recount it for you now, but it is grim. But know that Mazog, spawn of his spawn, is surely hewn from the same block as he, terrible and merciless. More of our scouts have returned, and they believe they have found the location of Mazog's fortress. It is a place called Zabagathol in Nub-Melek. One such scout, Gloomer, is located near Zabagathol. Travel to Nub-Melek and speak with him. Yes. So it's time for us to head to Zabagathol and learn about Azog's legacy. I presume they mean Azog's legacy. By that, they're talking about Mazog. Alright, I've made a little quick trip over here to Jugargun to turn in some creepy filth with the miners. And the idea here is that I could be near my home area before when I level, which is imminent. In fact, there it is. 50. 59. And also do a little bit with lots of stuff bumped up here. So what all is happening? First of all, legendary stuff. Alright, I hit level 30 with that legendary item, and that's one of the purposes of doing that also is to get to level 30 on that. Let's go to the Forge Master.
The House of Durin will live forever!
Let's reforge this. Good. And now I want to plop this runestone right on top of here. Alright. The idea is, my plan is to try to bump that up. Oh no, that's the one that's already used. Jagged carapaces. I guess those jagged carapaces aren't worth anything. Oh, well, I'll just have to sell those. Here I'm back at my favorite jumping spot. So I can make my way down here. But while I'm waiting for my ankle to heal, I wanted to note that I did change my weapons during the little break, so now I'm using a new stone that's rated level 58 instead of starter. So I'm finally have a new stone there, but more importantly, since I'm level 59 now, I can get my rune stone. Yay! So now it's up there. Now I just have to remember to actually use it, because I think I often forget to use it on my main Rune-keeper, so I won't be surprised if it takes me a little while to get used to dropping that thing. Might as well get used to it right now. Just add a little bit of healing into the fray. Now, the thing I have to remember, though, is to... I'll probably have to add a tooltip to dismiss that when I don't want it anymore, because it's a real pain to go running off and having someone notice the runestone and start attacking me. I'm wondering, where did they come from? Ah! Which is why I'm not dropping it right now, is because I figured that was too easy a battle to worry about a runestone. But I do have to get enough into the habit so that I don't completely forget it. Now, I'm heading back this way. If you remember correctly, I had a little search quest that I had done earlier for a dwarf that's down here, and I don't think I ever turned in that quest. So I think it's high time that we did that now. And once we do that, he'll have a couple more quests for me. So that's what we'll be doing now.
These halls will be great once more.
I am glad that we had a chance to meditate upon the beauty before leaving Moria. But you'll surely notice some things amiss, as I did.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
Did you encounter any danger upon the stair? I ask because I was nearly killed by a spear flung from above. I suspect the goblins are the culprit, but they are too cowardly to show themselves. If you climb up again, I have no doubt that you will find scheming, mischievous goblins waiting up with pointy sticks at the ready. I, for one, will not miss them if you wish to cleave a few of their skulls. Yes, so I need to kill 8 goblins up here. Up, 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 and... okay. Up this way. And back to a goblin camp that you may have noticed, because it's right here. So now all we have to do is kill 8 goblins and we'll be done. Oh, well, maybe not. Rain of spears, collect spears from goblins. You would think that that would have been the main quest. Oh, so busy looking at that. Actually, I think, let's see, and find the source of a tremor that he felt. Alright, so now let's get back onto here and actually pay attention to what I'm doing rather than... oh, shut up. Some of these goblins are a little bit on the noisy side. That's my opinion on the matter. Alright, now, where are we? Alright, we've got lots of goblins around here. I guess we can take 2 of these at a time. Okay, only one will stun me then. That's the disadvantage of doing... oh, actually... that's what vivid imagery is for. Use it properly. Like that. Alright, so now I have just a couple more goblins to do, and... that time I stopped him. Alright. Now, I'm heading this way. Now, I will be needing to come back and kill a few things here, but... first, I'm going to investigate the little bit of a trembling that we've got there. Alright, we don't want him giving any warnings to what... that there's an elf on the way. We can't have them do that. That's 5. And here's the spear throwers. You can see he's going around throwing spears down, which I guess is expected from a spear thrower. And he should drop a spear. Good. And of course he also counts as an enemy. And that's the first of 6 spears that we need. Now, let me get that up and let's start a little fight with this troll. Hello. And now, I don't know why this troll is staying, because if this whole place is shaking with the troll here, you would think that he would move away, because if the whole thing came down, it will come down right on top of him. That's just my opinion. Alright, so that at least takes care of the tremor, and we'll take care of the fortune gem, and take care of that. Up here. Now, next thing we want to do is, of course, to get some more of these spears. Since we're going to need to collect 6 of them, and that's the tricky bit down here, is getting those 6, because this place is rather lousy with goblins. So we are going to have to... Alright, that at least takes care of that bit. And here's a spear thrower now. And we will take out these. And this is where the spear throwers tend to hang out. And right on the ledge, of course, which is the natural spot, since that's where he's worried about. Alright, apparently the first attempt to shut him up didn't work, so I had to go for a second attempt. And there are still other ways of healing, which... because this, I think, would be a dangerous spot to bring up a rune stone. 4, and then there should be 2 more. Well, there is this guard I'm going to have to get through, so might as well kill him first rather than waking him up while I'm in the middle of fighting a spear thrower. Alright, good. Got him down there. And that just leaves... oh, him. Oh, well, okay, we do have 1 or 2 that are patrolling around. Let's take care of him. This will be our final spear thrower. And with that, we'll be able to return. So next time, I'll meet you back at our quest giver, where we will I'll meet you back at the quest giver on the other side, where we'll turn in this quest and then head on our way to Zabagatha. But that'll be in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays, the Rune-keeper.